So the Bible reading today is taken from John chapter 15. I'm starting to read at verse 12. If you want to follow it in the Pew Bibles, it's on page 1083. My command is this: love each other as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, that he lay down his life for his friends. You are my friends if you do what I command. I no longer call you servants, because a servant does not know his master's business. Instead, I have called you friends, for everything that I learned from my Father I have made known to you. You did not choose me, but I chose you, and appointed you to go and bear fruit, fruit that will last. Then the Father will give you whatever you ask in my name. This is my command: love each other. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God.
This is a talk that I'm going to need your help with. The people that go to the church, Methodist church up the road, aren't surprised at me saying this at all. I wonder if anybody has got a memory, something that they can remember. We got any of the scouts or the cubs that can remember anything that's happened to them? A favourite holiday? A favourite present? We got any hands? Yes.
I remember at Scout last time we made fire and made some toast.
Made some toast. Is that right, Dina? They made some toast at... on the field? Wow. What do you remember?
In spring, we went to Spain with my family.
Very nice. In spring, he went to Spain with his family for 10 days. That's a nice thing to remember, isn't it? And would you like to go back to Spain? Yeah. It's nice when that happens, isn't it? Okay, so we've got some memories from our younger members of our congregation. Have we got any older members of our congregation that are happy to share a memory? No. Okay, I'll share a memory. And it's something that, it's a memory that's been relived this week. So I'm originally from Yorkshire, from Doncaster, and most people know Doncaster for the trains passing through it. And for my holidays as a child, when I was as big as you are, we used to go to a place called Whitby on the east coast, and it's a seaside place. And I haven't been to Whitby for 20 years. Anyway, this week, I had some days off from my job as a minister, and I went to Whitby. And I saw the place where we used to stay. And a lot of it had changed, but a lot of it was the same. So I relived some memories. Kind of linked in with Remembrance Sunday. I also went to my grandma and granddad's grave that I hadn't been to for 20 years and laid a wreath for them. Do we remember everything? Do we remember everything? No. Do we sometimes have to do something to help us remember? What might we do to remember? Anybody that was to walk into my office at home would see lots and lots of post-it notes and lots of bits of paper with to-do lists on. And that's supposed to help us remember. Unfortunately, if we put them in a handbag, us ladies, they may never reappear. And so we forget what we were doing anyway. But what have we been remembering this morning? What have we been remembering this morning? Noah. We have. We've been remembering the soldiers that fought for us. And we've laid wreaths for them to remember. Any people that have been involved in a war or know somebody that's been in a war will know how brave and resourceful they have to be. Yet despite the difficult things that they've all experienced, they can still be positive and cheerful. Some people, however, find it difficult to adjust everyday life because of those experiences. And so, as Noah has told us, we remember the soldiers today. And it's important for us to remember. Sometimes we buy a souvenir when we go on holiday. Did you buy us anything to remember Spain? Fridge magnets. The obligatory fridge magnet, very good. And did you take lots of photographs?
Yes.
That's how we remember as well, isn't it?
We went to Alicante and there was like these random people taking photos and they've got us on.
Very good. In the Bible reading that we had, Jesus tells us to love each other. He says, greater love has no man than he lays down his life. My question to us this morning, as we sit in this church and as we are aware of fighting still in our world, is how can we bring about peace? How can we bring about peace by loving each other? Not just today, but throughout the coming week. So, how can we bring about peace in the classroom at school?
Teacher tells me quiet.
When the teacher tells you to be quiet, you do what?
Be quiet.
You be quiet. Is that sometimes a little bit difficult?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it might be. What might we do at home? When Mum asks you to do something? Yeah? What do you want to say?
My mum said my glasses that was in rugby.
What's it? And so you can remember that today, can't you? When Mum asks us to do something at home, we can do it, can't we? Can we?
Unless it's just in our room.
Especially if it's to clean your room, I think.
It's used to him, Mum. Watching TV all day. He does it.
And for those of us that are older, we can work for peace too. We can be kind to each other. And we can love each other. As I say when I go into Ravensmead, so those of you at Ravensmead will see me this week, but I say that we have kind hands, kind feet, and kind mouths, don't I? So I want you to think for a moment about a memory that you have. And think about the people that are involved in that memory. And be thankful for them. And we're going to say a short prayer. Dear God, thank you for people who have given us special memories and for places we have been and things that we've seen that make us happy when we think of them. Please help us to do things for other people that make them smile when they remember what we have done. Please help us to learn lessons from the past, and please help us and all people to seek peace. Amen.